The following podcast is not recommended for all audiences or any.
Hey, Margaret, is this is your podcast, right? You want to take the
Can
wheel?
I show my butt cheeks on your
No.
podcast?
No.
No.
All right, well, kick it off, Margarine.
Dingus and Zazzy.
I still hear Joey chewing. I'm not chewing anything.
I think that's you, man. Dude, that's you.
It's not me.
Jonathan, I invited you on this call. I don't know who the hell the rest of these people are.
Of your audience in the States, I just looked up margarine brands in the States.
Margaret.
Dingus and Zazzy, welcome to the Multihyphenate. I am here because I want you guys to teach me how to be funny. Jonathan, can you talk to me about your interpretation of humor and how you bring comedy into marketing?
Well, first of all, it can't be taught, so you're out of luck there.
Well, we should shut it down
Okay,
now. We're
out of
done.
luck. I still hear Joey breathing. Someone is breathing.
I hear it, so it's not me.
I hear it as well. Do you hear breathing?
So who was it?
Margaret, has it been you this whole time?
No.
No, it's not Margaret. Are you sure your name's Margaret?
I feel like that's Adam.
Why the am I getting called out? I can hear it too.
Probably because you have the nose that can pull in the most air here. Okay.
I just muted Joey. What happens now?
It was for sure Joey.
Oh, he's the one who has his mic at nose height. Okay, and he has the audacity to say it wasn't him.
So back to your question, Margaret. Is that
Yep.
really your name? What do people actually call you? What do people actually call you?
People call me Margaret, but I also get like Marge, Margie, Margie Pargie, Margarine,
I'm gonna do
Peggy.
Marge.
You ever go by Garrett?
You know, Richard, just for you.
Okay.
Okay.
So Marge, to answer your question, by the way, what's the name of the podcast? Multihyphenate? What is
The
what does that mean?
Multihyphenate.
Yeah, what does that mean,
So-
and why does it matter?
Yes. So talking to people who are multi-passionate is like another word that means the same thing. Essentially, people whose careers are completely all over the place and do like 80 different things. So I've been a food photographer, I've been an executive coach, I've been a therapist, I have been a marketer for like major fashion brands, I have been a
I have
head
an
of community.
uncomfortable question for you.
Great.
When are you gonna get a real job?
So true, I say as I sit with a microphone in a Pikachu onesie.
This is really cool because I've been a puppet, I've been a chief evangelist, and I've also been a so I'm also multi-hyphenated.
Okay,
And that's the title of the episode.
Let's not get into it. Carry on.
so to answer your question, marketing.
Which side's more comfortable when
Don't ignore that. Ignore them. So to answer your question, we think that marketing should be fun. That's the way that we get our product out to market. Is I kind of tell people that if there's at least 1,000 people who like Will Ferrell movies that are decision makers, and then they go to their jobs. Those people go to their jobs and they make decisions and they buy stuff. So we're catering to those people.
Can you tell me a little bit more about Dingus and Zazzy? Like, what is it? What do you do?
No, next question.
Great.
I took my pants off.
Okay, you guys are Adam. You're in sales. Tell her what we do. What is D and Z?
Yeah, Adam, give me the rundown.
We yell and scream at each other, take each other's pants off at work, and then some. Oh yeah, Richard.
I'm churning margarine over here. What do you want? Piss.
All right,
Okay, let's go.
all right. Basically, we offer a month-to-month unlimited subscription for a flat rate for anything marketing that your little heart desires or your clients want, I guess. But basically, there's no limit on any kind of hours or projects. We charge based on the number of services. So all that other unlimited, which is sick, gets a lot of hard in the morning. And and day to day, oh, Richard's going to town. And day to day, a big thing is that we communicate daily to be like, hey, here's the work we did. Anything else we can do? Want to? And then yeah, that's it. I can send you more info, Margaret. I'm all tapped out and I'm thinking about other things now.
Worst pitch ever.
Yeah, that was good.
It was a 5 out of 10. I would give it. You know, it was halfway there. Jonathan, you and I have been talking about LinkedIn for a little bit and kind of your presence on LinkedIn and the way that you've been developing. I hate to use this word because it's overused, but basically this like disrupting voice on LinkedIn that is very out of pocket, like not like anything you see there. Can you talk to me more about how you developed that and what kind of your goals are with it?
Yeah, I mean, I think that my main goal is to make myself laugh, and to enjoy because I think LinkedIn sucks. I think it's boring. I think people are self-serving and they basically want to sort of, do the whole virtue signal thing and brag about themselves. So I'm lampooning that to make myself laugh. My whole
Poon.
shtick is ruin your, yeah, exactly.
Nice.
I actually love the word lampooning there. I feel like that's a really accurate. LinkedIn's such a weird platform because the algorithm's incredible. Like it actually shows you to everyone who follows you. But then the content is bizarre and people feel like there's a weird hold on what they can say there.
Yeah, it's very rewarding. Like, cause I tried Twitter, and anytime I post, it gets like 1 view, so it doesn't give me that dopamine hit that I want. Whereas LinkedIn, anytime I post something, I feel like they're throttling me now. Like I have a
Throttle.
post that's going viral. Throttle.
Throttle you.
I have a post that's going viral right now.
One-handed throttle.
I'm going to just cut Richard's track out of this.
What?
How would
What?
you?
Why don't we cut out fucking Joey, who's breathing through his fucking mouth the whole
Joey,
time?
Joey, you've added nothing to this conversation.
Yeah, and I'm the one getting cut.
Except a cute face.
Joey.
Um,
Okay, go on.
But yeah, okay, Margaret. Here's the TLDR. Okay, LinkedIn sucks. Let's make it interesting. Let's have some fun. Let's ruin our personal brand, ruin your personal brand, and decrease your reach.
Love it. I also think it's actually kind of captivating right now with all the stuff going on with TikTok. I mean, I am so confused about how to feel about everything that's happened in the last week between TikTok getting banned, 12 hours later being like, just kidding, this whole thing was... It's interesting though, because it is turning the tides on the social media game where like, I'm seeing every creator talk about, what do we do now? Do we want to be on Instagram? Do we want to be on TikTok? TikTok feels kind of weird now. What do we do? And then I feel like I have a suspicion that some of the winners who are going to like move ahead right now are going to be the people who take over LinkedIn. There's just so much white space there that hasn't been...
Yeah,
tapped
I
into
think
that
I saw
there's-
somewhere that it's like less than 10% of people actually create content on LinkedIn versus the other platforms. But at the same time, LinkedIn, I think it favors the boring. It favors the generic.
Do you think that's true? Because you're taking off not
100%.
doing that.
Well, I mean, I think they get ready, Richard. I think they throttle me, man. Like I did. Let's say if it did get banned, I don't think they would all come storming onto new platforms, minus the red note thing. I downloaded it just to see what it's like, and it was just as boring and just as, I don't know, it feels the same.
I didn't even touch it because I've heard a lot.
Hey,
of
are you on that new Twitter one where
Blue
it's super...
sky.
Yeah, blue sky. There you go.
Dude, I just
haven't touched
googled
that either.
bagels. Wild.
No, don't. Next topic.
Oh my.
Wait, John, are
Uh,
you talking about threads? Like you're talking about that new Twitter?
No, blue
No,
sky.
Twitter.
Guys, shut the. We want to hear Margaret. Margaret, go.
Garrett.
Sorry, Basil.
Sorry.
Thanks, guys. I haven't touched Blue Sky or Red Note. I've been holding out and just sort of getting the lay of the land. I think that the new base of a lot of brands is coming from like having a personal brand and that being where businesses are being built out of versus the reverse. It's kind of interesting to see this like marketing trend where everyone's suddenly building a personal brand, and it's really...
And I think it's terrible. I think it's like most people should not have personal brands.
Who would be an archetype of someone who shouldn't have a personal brand? Not like a specific
Giddy.
like personality.
Like take Joey for example, or
I
Richard.
knew it was gonna
Yep.
come out, dude.
Adam should have a personal brand. He already
Hell
has
yeah.
one.
100%.
How would you describe my personal brand, Jonathan?
I'm going to ask how you would self-describe it,
Yeah,
Adam.
self-describe yourself.
Kind of smells like, I don't know, meatloaf.
It's like, yeah, it is definitely meatloaf, but hella onions for sure. I think on LinkedIn, though, if that's what you're asking, it's kind of unhinged, unfiltered, but I do have to censor a lot of the that I write on there because LinkedIn.
Joey got
every
banned
day.
after 2 weeks of being
It's man.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
I wrote on a live stream that would for Adam, and then immediately just got banned.
I censor a lot of the times I type as well now. But yeah, no, just unhinged. I don't know.
Yeah.
Trying to add value, but really just having fun for myself.
Why do you
yeah.
guys think the unhinged approach works so well? Like it clear. I mean, there's no question it
doesn't.
does.
Well, no, I don't think it works so well. I think it works a little bit.
Well, I think it's like tactful unhinged, right? It feels like there's a line in the sand of where it kind of goes off the rails. But like so many of the big brands, Duolingo being a prime example, went off on being unhinged, right? It's like the Duolingo owl outside the Duolingo.
Yeah, but they're
concert.
Walmart unhinged. It's like
Yeah, I agree. That's a great phrase. They are Walmart unhinged.
It's like a mommy group being like, "We're so wild," or like teenage girls being like, "We're so random." Yeah, like I think like you could look at Liquid Death and be like, "Wow," but I just think the bar is pretty low for people to enjoy themselves and not care about the outcome. What I'm going for is the jackass of business. Like I want to see how far we can get into that Johnny Knoxville, Steve-O mates real B2B business and where that goes.
That's super brilliant and really compelling. Like that as a brand just in itself, Jackass meets business. I want to watch that.
Yeah, like why can't we do an amazing brand guideline and like really like, but also get hit in the nuts while doing it and eat a cockroach or whatever. I don't know. We're not into gross.
Yeah, we're not
Anyways,
gross.
back to you. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Margarine. Speaking of margarine, do you ever feel like you're spreading yourself too thin over the bread of life?
I love that question. I think part of the way my brain works, because it's definitely a mix of ADHD and like being.
Wait, ADHD? What does the G stand for? You walked into that one.
I did. ADHD, I think like my particular brand, I like am really curious about a million different things. So I always want to learn about stuff.
Garage
So
band.
I agree, Adam.
Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
Shut up, please.
You.
She's
Oh,
literally,
Ligma.
she's literally pouring out her soul. Okay, shut up.
I'm
Pouring out
sorry.
my margarine soul here. I think my particular flavor manifests as being like hyper intense and focused. So when I'm in something, like if I'm in a role, I'm all in. Or if I'm on my own project, I'm all in and I want to learn everything about it. And I feel like I always see anything I'm doing. For some reason, I filter it through the lens of school. So I'm like, oh, I'm in a grad school program for community right now. Or right now, I feel like I'm in a grad school program for content. So I'm
That
like,
sounds like hell. Do you like school?
I love it. You get to learn all the time. I feel like post grad, you're just kind of like floating around being like, yes, Joey.
I have a question because
Go on.
You mentioned school, and he's like, "All right, you're the."
He's like, I quit.
no, like how do you avoid getting yourself like distracted with everything? Like, 'cause I feel like you got a lot that's going on, and like
Yeah.
He's
I
not
hear
even
you.
humoring you. He needs to know because he has
He's
this
like,
problem.
please,
generally
please
do.
tell me. I do think there's different flavors of the ADHD brains. I've found that what someone might call a distraction always filters back into itself. I think all of my distractions, hobbies, different interests all fall under this giant umbrella of like creative / storytelling / content. So it's all kind of in this huge world that's the same thing. I started playing Fortnite and I was like, this is the most
Yeah.
unrelated to anything I do game. And then when I joined Hampton and was running their community programming, I hosted a Fortnite session for Hampton entrepreneurs. Never thought that would fold into my career. If you're distracted looking at random memes online, I would bet that those memes end up like filtering through the way that you think about marketing. And
Have you ever done Twitch streaming or whatever the?
I haven't. I don't actually know anything about Twitch.
Well, if you like playing video games, it's just people streaming that, isn't it?
It's a lot of different things that get streamed,
Yeah.
but yeah, video games are mainly.
I do a
it.
lot of hot tub streams.
That's that. That's on
Have you
brand.
tried OnlyFans? That's a good network for streaming.
It's content. It's definitely content.
Do you
Hey,
think
what
they
did you-
take girl in Pikachu onesie chugging wine while a puppet roasts her? I don't know. Hard to
That's
say.
Yeah.
literally probably
Yeah.
a category.
Not gonna lie,
100%.
We just made $1 million idea.
Yeah.
Want any money? I just want the experience.
Great. You're grad school.
Yeah, there's so much to unpack here, but you liking school makes me like you less. How do you feel about that?
You know what's funny? I hated school until this will change your mind. I hated school until I went to art school, where going to school meant staying up till 3 a.m. watching Archer while sitting on a floor loom in an art studio surrounded by like thread everywhere, like all over the floor and markers.
How much did you pay for that?
A lot.
Yeah. How much
One
debt?
lot. But like, some of us have made great money off of studying creativity. So here we are.
Yeah,
Are
I
you
know,
the
it's-
someone?
I am the someone.
Oh.
Really? Tell us more. Can I have $20?
Did
Can I
you
help
invest
you?
early in Trump coin too?
We don't have Venmo.
Guys, can someone explain meme coins to me? I don't understand them and I feel like I'm missing out.
Richard is a crypto head. Go ahead, buddy.
Mhm.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it,
so
do it.
the
Richard, talk crypto to me.
Okay. So crypto is like religion. It's not real. Sometimes you can just make one and you can sell it to people out there and it has zero intrinsic value and you just throw a name on it and that's a meme coin. Invest dollars, money go up, you make money, sell. I don't really know what you want from me here. I lost about 180 grand on Millennia coin, so I don't really want to talk about this right now.
Well, you know what? You can't even pronounce Melania. That's why you lost your money.
Millennia.
Yeah.
You're doing
Margaret,
great, Steve.
you're, you're clearly a Trump supporter. How excited are you to get
Next question.
some real parents in the Oval Office?
Someone who Okay, next question.
Okay, we're not allowed talking politics on here. We're Canadian. I have no dog in this fight. Until
Can I
we become
move
the...
to Canada with? Would you like
What
to
kind of
hire
dog
me
do you
and
have?
give me a visa?
Said I don't have a
to
dog in this fight.
Cincinnati?
Yeah, I'm asking Margaret. It's not all about you, John.
It is, man.
What dog do you have?
That's a good clip.
I gotta repeat it. What kind of dog do you have?
What kind of what?
Dog. D-O-G, dog.
None.
Oh,
I do have Dogecoin, if that counts.
not even a little. Okay.
All right.
Margaret, your house recently burned down in California. Can you talk to us about that?
Nice.
Oh, shit.
It did not.
Whose house did you burn down then?
The fires were crazy. I evacuated for 2 weeks, but now I am gladly in my home with Snorlax.
What home?
Nice.
Where do you live?
Venice.
Venice?
Isn't that in Italy?
That's a long way from California.
Yeah, the fires went really far.
What's your favorite crime?
Federal.
Do they wait? Is federation a thing in the U.S.? Do they say federal? Yeah, the feds.
They say federal. Yeah, the Fed.
Yeah, okay.
That's the thing.
What's the federation then?
Okay, we're going to back up. Richard, can you tell me how you define creativity for yourself?
Whoa, we hit a nerve here. We asked her.
Oh.
Wait, guys, you see what happened? We asked her, "What's your favorite crime?" Boom, she gets all flighty
And now we get.
What if we shared our
Topic.
favorite crimes first? Can we share our favorite and then you go? Is that?
I'm
would that
so
Oh
make
no,
you more
this is
comfortable?
her show. Let
Yeah.
her ask her questions.
Okay, yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead,
it's-
Richard. How do you
it's
define
nudity.
creativity?
Yeah, why don't we ask
Public
about
indecency.
dogs again, hey?
How about you?
Bring it. How do I define creativity? Well, I think the creative process, especially when it comes to my favorite crimes, start really small. Like as a kid, you kind of bat around the neighborhood cats, and then, escalation. You start to find new creative ideas. How can I annoy them? How can I? Yeah, you know what? That's getting dark. That's getting real dark.
All right, Margaret.
Get us back on track.
Friends? Are you friends with the naked Dumbledore puppet from Potter Puppet Pals?
It's a long story, but we have a bit of a troubled friendship. Yep.
Just curious.
Was his wand not?
You lost it. It was right there.
You were so close. Yes, Adam, he has erectile dysfunction.
Wait, Margaret, are you day drinking?
Me?
Yeah.
Never.
We're
We're doing great. Okay, we're going to actually go around, guys. Everyone is going to give me their approach to creativity. Let's go. We're starting with Adam. How do you think about creativity?
Well, I think that every sentence I say becomes creative because I don't really know what the next word is going to be. Even right now, I'm just speaking. And when I'm making content, it's usually like, oh, I just had this idea. Like I showed you earlier here, I made that Squirtle background with Kimmy Granger like in the house for him. Just thought I'd start clicking things, and then something happened, right? And then with actually learning about it, I'm reading a book, and everyone here is going to think I'm illiterate, but I'm reading. It's
I
called,
know
like,
you're illiterate.
Yeah. Okay. It is called A Creative Way of Thinking, I believe it is. I don't know. It's by the guy who like produced a shit ton of music for a lot of people, and it's just basically like his thoughts on fucking like rapid fire. Like there's probably about a good 50 fucking topics that he wrote about, and it's just like insights and thoughts and random ways to look at things. And I think everyone here can agree that I just look at things kind of differently. And yeah, I think that's my insight. That was the most serious I've been, so I have to say something
Beautiful.
now.
Don't
Horse.
do it.
Okay.
Hey, Richard, you're next. Wait, do we already talk about Richard?
No, I think, yeah, well, creativity to me is a spectrum. And I find that depending on the day, sometimes ideas just pop into my head, like an arm going up my and other days, I really have to work at it. Sometimes I take inspiration from other creative people out there, and I just mash it up into something that looks nice.
That was unbelievably serious. I'm floored.
Horse.
Who's
There you
next?
go.
Yeah, horse. Nice.
Thank you.
Jonathan?
I do things that make me not bored, and
I
like,
love that.
Yeah, I just don't want to be bored. Life's too short. Hire ex-criminals and have some fun.
Joey?
Um,
He didn't say horse.
Horse.
There you go.
Yeah!
All right. So I don't know. I feel like when it comes to being creative, like it's you gotta see it like a fart. You can't really force it, or else it might be. Yeah, like I usually like if my ideas mostly come from just having a conversation with someone. I tend to like if I were to just like really think and put a lot of thought into like okay, like what's the concept of this video or whatever. Like I tend to get lost in it and start overthinking it. But yeah, no, like yeah, baby. Yeah, usually like it always starts with a conversation where it's like, hey, I had this little idea, or hey, I have this video that I really like. Like maybe we can build something off of it. What do you think? Do you like this video? Do you find it's funny? And just get some feedback, and then figure out like, okay, what do we like about this video? What do you not like about it? And horse.
I feel like I really align with just the idea of not being boring. I mean, we talked about LinkedIn, but there's just so much of the business world.
Wait. There's a big difference. I never said I'm not boring. I just don't want to be bored. There's a big difference. I'm probably boring to a lot of people. I just don't want to personally be bored.
I think it's really cool you've built a team of people who all don't like being bored and will make Squirtle memes for me.
Like if I had an accounting firm, it would be like, stop being a little industries. And then we would be like, all right, you know, there would just be a lot of swearing. But at the end of the day, your taxes would get done, but we would entertain ourselves while doing it.
Oh, man, taxes are boring, man.
I think having fun and being funny is a fantastic job that we should all aspire to be around. Like, who doesn't want to be in that energy?
Well, some people think they're funny, and then it's really
Who on this call do you think thinks they're the most funny but isn't?
Oh, John.
Yeah, me. Okay, me.
I think the funniest person here is...
You're going to say yourself.
He froze.
He froze like in real... He's buffering in real life. This is who he is.
Remember when I said I don't know the next word when I start a sentence? There it is.
Adam's more of a, haha, look at that funny. It's not like you're not laughing with them, it's at him.
The funniest person here is, I think Joey.
He's funnier in French, but we don't understand him.
I would like to add, dude, you're trilingual. Like in French, you're actually a lot funnier. Go, give me like 20 seconds of the most redneck French you can come up with. Go.
Hey, Big, écoute, là, ça fait une semaine, on est sur le 4x4, là, tu sais, le 4 roues, là, puis on va s'aller, tu sais, faire des petites pistes, puis on va s'amuser, là, tu sais. Moi, j'étais un gros quand ça arrive avec ces sortes d'affaires-là, là. Comme moi, là, tu sais, moi, j'habite à Saint-Georges de Beauce, là. Là-bas, c'est redneck en là, OK? Donc,
So
I don't understand what you're saying, and you.
Oh, I need to cut that.
he does, yeah.
That's just what I kind of have of Georges LaBouche or whatever next.
Yeah, guys, he's scientifically funnier in French. Like,
no, like I was taught everything all at once. So like, I'm pretty sure you guys have probably heard it. There tends to be an accent from each language that slips into like.
You can speak Swedish and Italian too. Do you want to hear Italian?
No.
Oh, you're Swede?
Yeah, that means a giant.
What's mean?
Swedish?
Yeah.
Oh,
Guys, do you have a single woman in your office? I gotta ask.
Sug mean. That means something very racy, yeah.
Joey's pretty enough to be.
No, we have no women unless you count Richard because he doesn't have the parts.
Well, I do on my neck.
Oh, Margaret, do you have any other questions for us?
Okay, you tell us your creative process. I think
Yeah.
that was the question.
My creative process, I feel like I am very someone who just follows my next curiosity. And I also feel like similar to Adam and Joey, like things just pop into my brain. But I do think it's
Did you say next curiosity?
next.
Oh,
Not-
okay.
I know I'm looking at Richard, but let's all calm down. All right.
Did you say
I do
neck?
think it's interesting. So like all in all, we have like 5 minutes of usable content. No, kidding. I feel like
Oh, it's Enoch.
Enoch, come say hi.
Can you come to the camera and just like look up?
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, I think if you just imitated Richard's vibe right now, you'd be slaying.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, got the frame reference. There we
Yeah, yeah.
Enoch, tell us about your creative process with data.
go. I'm horny for HubSpot.
Yeah.
What
That
do you
tracks.
do? What do you do about it? That's a great question. I think what I mainly like to do is just like look at the raw data, just really pour over that. Margaret, you were saying important things before you were brought up next.
I'm lost. I'm drunk now. It's really we've lost. Okay. Creative process. I, similar to Adam and Joey, have an ADHD brain. I feel like I constantly have ideas that just pop into my brain. And I think what's interesting is to run that against what people recommend as a content strategy, which is like educational or something that like is cohesive or makes sense. And it's weird to just be like, I have 80,000 ideas and I'm just going to throw spaghetti at the wall and see what happens.
Joey, you breathe so hard, man.
It's so real.
I wanted to let Margaret finish, but you were just.
Aren't you glad these record on separate tracks? Yeah, Richard, what's happening?
Sorry, carry on your conversation.
Where's your favorite place to go for a walk?
Beach. I like long walks
beach?
on the beach with my non-existent dog.
Margaret, I have a question for you. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being exactly the right fit, how did you think this would go? Like, is this like a 10? Like, or was this what you thought it would be?
We're at like a solid 7.2, I would say.
We could still derail this even more to make you regret your decision, correct?
I think I constantly regret my decisions, but go on.
How old are you?
31.
What's your favorite thing that's happened in 30 years?
Not 31 years, 30.
That's a good question.
No, it's not. That's like
Yes,
a participation.
it is.
That's
What's
a
your favorite
participation
thing that's happened
trophy.
in your life?
No,
Let
he
her
said 30
speak.
years.
I have so many things I can't narrow it down to one. I
Give
like
us top 3.
getting to be chaotically creative in public. It brings me joy.
What does that mean?
It means I organized an Irish step dancing flash mob to the Rickroll song, and things like that make me happy.
Did you actually do that?
Yes, I actually did that.
Awesome.
I love spending time with my close friends and could come up with like 80 different examples of a moment that is true. And I loved when I lived in an 8-person townhouse and organized parties every weekend and then managed to turn that into my career now is throwing parties and events.
When did you learn to ride a bike?
I think I was like, I actually have no idea what age I was. I was young. I was a kid. A young kid who fell off her bike like 80 times. Richard, what is your outfit? What's happening here?
I wear a t-shirt and my neck looks like exactly you know what.
Richard, did you ever get offered to guest star on Potter Puppet Pals or Sesame Street?
I auditioned, but it didn't go well due to my neck.
Have you thought about Avenue Q?
Dude, Richard, I just noticed you have gray skin. Is everything okay? What's wrong with your liver?
I think it's a lack of internal organs, to be honest with you. If we go back to that creativity and cat story, I have a lot of livers. I don't remember if a question was asked, so I'm going to maintain my position here.
And that's the trailer promo right there.
Would you like to come on Dunce Cap?
I would be honored.
Yeah. And by the way, here's a part 2 of my question.
Yes.
How sad are you going to be that all your next podcasts are going to be a complete step down from how fun this was?
You guys not get the MDMA that she sent us? It's pretty good.
Wait, Richard, it was NDA.
Oh, well, I ate it all. My neck, you're still comfortable?
Questionable.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
That
Questionable.
makes one of us.
Okay, we're going to close this out, guys, because I know we're over. What is everyone curious about right now?
Why my neck looks like this.
Bella.
Why you don't have a dog?
Did you have any more questions?
He just asked one, Joey. Pay attention.
That was
I'm
valid
curious.
curiosity.
Like, what do you mean?
Joey, how
curious
do you
in
define
business?
success for yourself?
How do I? I don't know why that was a hard-hitting question.
Why is Joey talking right now about success?
He successfully got his eyebrow shaved in half.
Richard, what are you curious about right now?
Magnets.
Oh, real.
How do they work? Sometimes I get curious about space. And why am I here? What's my purpose? Why does Joey look like that? You know?
I would define success as feeling competent at whatever you're doing, the task or whatever, and finding fulfillment in something more than just making money off of it. But also, yeah, I want to make a ton of money. So. What about you, Margaret?
Having fun every day while also having full financial freedom.
I'm gonna copy your response word for word. That's my view of success too.
Fun and finance.
Fun and finance are the two F's.
They've
Wait,
been disconnected.
Big ass toe hit the kill switch.
Let's wrap this thing up while they're gone. Hey,
All right,
shall
guys.
we? Garrett,
Yes, Richard, do you have any final comments?
honestly, this has been a blast. I think you should have fun being creative, and I hope my neck haunts your dreams.
Dingus and Zazzy, thank you for joining me today. I look forward to future chaos together.
Dingus and Zazzy, we're unlimited marketing for growing businesses. Sign up or don't. We literally don't give a about you.
Is that all? Do we have anywhere to find you?
Yeah, we have a website, dingusandzazzy.com. Thanks for having us on your show. I usually say no to podcasts because everyone is a boring, sad sack.
So true.
So I said yes because you already knew what we were going to be about. And this is who we are, unapologetically. And hopefully whoever has watched this until the end is with it.
Are you not entertained? Thank you guys for being here. I think you guys are the funniest people. I have so much fun every time I talk to anyone on your team. And I am so excited for everything you guys continue to do. We did it.
That was a podcast.
We podcasted.
Whoa!